I stayed at a rustic cabin at a famous fishing destination, the gem of a valley in the central west coast, though the fishing part didn't go as planned. But the abundance of beauty in this place will keep you in awe if you just step foot into the alpine. Come on, hop in. Let me show you around. There's one important gear only real overlander, long-term traveler will tell you to bring is... It's like the earth split open, forming a canyon. I might need to shorten my trip and go back. It's not immediate yet, but having a leaking CV is definitely not good. Like the closest I can get it fixed is probably just after the expo. If I leave it at his shop in Edmonton, I fly from Edmonton back. I have such a thought to just lay down on the sofa, cozy up in the cabin for a whole day. They have so many books here available for you to read, and everything is related to being outdoor, travel, especially everything I wanted. 3 Against the Wilderness, The Curve of Time. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to Google something up and learn from the ground up because I've never fished. I bought the fishing license, so the cabin also have a fishing regulation booklet that you can look at to see what type of fish you're getting and what's allowed and what's not allowed in different seasons and different lakes. So I don't even know if this is the right rod for what I'm trying to do, but we'll see. I can't. I just can't do it. I feel like I'm like spinning it for so long, forever. It's been like probably decades that I'm doing it. And then as long as I let my hand loose, I'm not sure if you can see against the back, the black table. It like all went. Oh! What the fuck? It's way too early for me to get frustrated. Fuck this, fuck fishing, whatever, man. I don't care. Look at how nice the day is. Seriously, I can't believe I just wasted hours of my beautiful morning dealing with a bird nest of lines. Feel free to laugh at me. You're laughing with me if you're an experienced fisher. Oh man. It says bed and breakfast, you make both. I've made both. Now it's time to get out. Look at the mountains. What am I thinking? What am I doing? Wasting my life inside there. Ugh. Let's get going, baby. Okay, before we get out of this campsite, I just want to drive all the way down to, it's pretty busy right now, people on bikes, to the very end. Apparently you should be able to see water. Life on the river, send your worries downstream, watch every sunset, let the current give you strength. Have lazy days, take walks and play in the sand, make memories. I like how they make all the benches in dual. Who's gonna sit here? I don't have a dog. Actually, speaking of, if I have a dog, I wouldn't be able to get the cabin because it's not allowed for pets, so there's obviously upside for it. Finishing up my slow morning at Rip Rock Campground in Regensburg, I hop into the cruiser and headed west. Bella Coola, a valley of rare beauty. Located in the heart of the Great Bear Rainforest, the valley offers an exceptional combination of wild forest, sheer-sided granite mountains, and the exquisite Bella Coola River that flows into the Central Coast Inlet. A short walk from the shoreline picnic site, Clayton Falls cascade through a canyon of cliffs brushed smooth by water. Depending on the season and weather, the flow of the falls vary. I'm guessing spring may be the best time to see waterfalls as glacier melts from atop. Here in the middle of autumn, we're still getting a good stream through the grooves. This is actually a BC hydro plant that they are generating power, as you can see behind me. That's a powerhouse from the fall, possibly powering the whole Bella Coola. I have issue with balancing, so I'm not going to walk that, but I'll just show you guys how pretty it might be if you walk over to that side. Alright, let's Photoshop a Monique walking on it, okay? I'm not sure when this video will come out, but during the time of filming, this period of time, actually specifically September 21st, is Mid-Autumn Festival, is a traditional festival in China where people gather together with their family. Back in Australia, I even flew to Sydney specifically for this case, just to at least be with my cousin. And whereas now I am quite alone out here, and even when the video come out, I am not with my parents, not with my family. But there is one tradition that people do. There's a pastry called mooncake. I haven't forgotten my root, and I bought my mooncake. Over the years, there has been a lot of newer version of mooncake that goes beyond the traditional big pao and just some lotus paste inside. And personally, I prefer more of like the special ones. This one has got lava custard with truffle inside. Look at that. The traditional style is not going to be like this. Traditional style usually is just lotus paste inside, maybe 2 egg yolk. I don't mind those either, but this tastes way better. Inside it, there's a card that says, you probably can't read Chinese, but here it says 回家, which means go home. And this 有多久没向家人问声好了? It means how long has it been since the last time that you check on your family, how they're doing? It's homemade. But proudly speaking, I have been every day. With the help of Solio satellite communication, I was able to keep in contact with my parents every single day, even when I'm off the grid for so long. Oh, and there's more poem in the back. Okay, I'll put it down. I'm about to cry. I'm not sure with all the things going on. Maybe I'm a little homesick. Maybe. Let's take a moment to thank this episode's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes. Either you want to develop new skills, deepen your existing skills, or generally just expand your creativity. Members get unlimited access to the classes whenever you want. For example, when I'm taking my hotel stays, just to freshen up in between my wilderness journey, I can connect to the Wi-Fi and learn something while I edit photos for posting. And I'm taking this class currently by Chris Burkhardt, outdoor photography shooting at sunset, sunrise, and at night. Don't judge me, I'm probably going to skip the sunrise because I never get up early enough for that, but sunset, you bet. I love sunset, you all know how much I like it. And night photography, my sort of way is just to cheat and by setting a start trail, but there's definitely so many ways that I can learn.
Bring the temp back a little more, just try to get it to kind of something a little more, it felt a little more realistic.
So if you want to try it out, I have a link down below. Click that link, you'll get 2 weeks, I believe, 14 days. You know what? Screw 14 days. How about 1 month? The first 1,000 of you to click the link in the description get 1 month free access to the courses. You can access all of the classes, including this one. Maybe send me your sunset shots so I can see how good they are. Driving on a long and kinda dreadful skinny forest road. The track got significantly narrower after 17k, with trees brushing both sides of the vehicle. Finally, we saw the rustic alpine campsite. Blue Jay Lake sits one mountain range apart from the South Bend Tank Arm. A glimpse of the Pacific Ocean as the inlet eventually combines with the vast ocean once it flows through the Central Coast Peninsula and islands. At 1,000 meter elevation, there's a magical feeling hard to describe as I come to the realization that we are standing at the boundary of land and sea beyond these mountains. Very high altitude alpine lake. It is pretty cold. Definitely a nice place to camp if you don't mind the cold. And the brushiness of coming up. Definitely pinstripes on the car. What a gem. Wild blueberry, alpine lake. So good. They're so big too. You can find cutthroat trout here, but I try not to remind myself of my frustrating morning stuck inside a cabin with a massive bird nest. Fishing? Eventually. Just not today. Life is too short to stay in frustration. If I only had 1 day, I'd spend it the way I enjoy the most. And I'm doing just that. Roaming into the mountains and finding wild blueberries to graze on. I only need to acquire fishing skills one day to complete my package to become a grizzly and forever belong here. Hey, I already got a golden hair. Maybe just one shade too light. Anyways, I digress. I made a quick lunch and dreading the way back. Partly because I didn't want to leave this beautiful sight. Another part was purely agonizing the drive. Around 2 hours of narrow rocky tracks and countless cross stitches. I probably should have studied the map scaling better before coming here. I'd say it's worth to spend 2 days and camp one night here. Alright, we just need to refill before we leave tomorrow. It's going to be a long drive, and I believe you'll have to go in to pay. Masks are mandatory. So, since we're doing a full fill up, we will just start filling. Basically, it's a switch. We filled almost 150 liters for $230. Just went in to pay my bill. The first reaction, that is a big tank. I know, I bet. Yeah, my extended fuel tank always surprised people. I filled up in Williams Lake, through the back road, all the way Caribou and all of that. My main tank still have quarter left in my sub, which means I still can go quite a while. Alrighty, here we are, Bella Coola. We've had a good run. Definitely not enough time for my one-day trip. There's so much to see. There's one important gear only real overlander, long-term traveler will tell you to bring is nail clipper. Over time, your nails will need some trimming, and these little things, better keep them handy. Back to the campground cabin. I took some time for household chores. Got my laundry going. I guess whenever there is scenery like that, even just the most mundane thing like doing your laundry, just felt so relaxing somehow. Can you get over this view? And my cabin right here. Another beautiful sunset, right in my backyard. It rained a little in the evening, just as I thought the view couldn't get any better with the Landcruiser against the mountains. Caribou gave me a double rainbow. It just keeps getting better. Check out, it's about time. I just want to show you guys how I find my trails because I often get this question asked. We are entering British Columbia again. It's so loud! And look at that! Oh, I have to deal with this mess. You can't even see it from the camera. Like, what do I freaking even do with it? I'm going to just use Small scissor, let's cut it. This is too much.